Hello students, today we are going to study about the globe, a model of the earth. So here we can see a picture of globe. Have you seen a globe before? Let's study. What is a globe? We know that earth is spherical in shape, right? We all know that earth is spherical in shape. We also know that surface of the landmass is not even. है ना? We know that earth landmass is not even. Somewhere there are plains, there are mountains, plateaus, lakes, seas, rivers, etc. Due to the vast surface of the earth, it becomes difficult to study earth. To overcome this difficulty, man has made a model of the earth. And this model of the earth is called globe. Land masses of earth. Land masses of earth. Here you can see there are mountains, hills, rivers, lake, valley and seas also. So it is very difficult for us to study about earth. To overcome this problem, man has made a model of earth and that model is known as globe. Globe में हम क्या क्या देखते हैं? Globe में we can see the continents, cities, states, rivers, oceans, right? It is a copy of actual earth. Globe is a copy of actual earth. That is why it is also known as the model of the earth. What does a globe represent? Globe represents land and water bodies in different colors. Here you can see land surface is shown in brown color, right? Yellow color, brown color, but water bodies are shown in blue color, right? So globe represents land and water bodies in different colors. It shows the location of continents, countries, oceans, rivers, mountains, etc. in their estimated size and shape, right? So here this is Africa continent. Here you can see India, right? And this continent is Asia. So globe shows continent, countries, oceans. Here this is Indian Ocean, right? So do you know two endpoints of the earth is known as poles? Top one is North Pole, bottom is South Pole. Can you see? Top one is North Pole and bottom is South Pole. These are two poles of the earth. North Pole lies at 90° north and South Pole lies at 90° south. Let's watch a video of Earth axis.
Poles. The Earth constantly rotates or turns on its axis of rotation. This axis is an imaginary line passing through the Earth that points north and south. Look at the picture.
So we can see that Earth rotates on its axis. An axis is an imaginary line. Okay? So axis को हम हिंदी में धुरी भी कहते हैं. ठीक है, जिस पर अर्थ घूम रही है. An axis causes rotation. Now, let's study about equator. If we look carefully on the globe, we can see horizontal circular line drawn exactly in the middle of two poles. This line is called equator. Here, can you see? This is equator, right? And it lies at 0 degree. And here you can see it is horizontal circular lines. Why circular? Because it covers the whole earth and earth is spherical in shape. ठीक है, तो अर्थ से यहां से वो पूरा पीछे तक अर्थ के जाएगी एंड वापस यहाँ पे मिल जाएगी. राइट, सो दिस इज हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइंस. ठीक है, this line is, and if we look carefully on the globe, we can see horizontal circular line drawn exactly in the middle of two poles. Two poles, right? North pole and south pole. It is in the middle of the two poles. Equator, 0 degree. Let's learn about latitudes and longitude. Parallels of latitude. Lines that runs parallel to equator from east to west direction are called latitudes or parallels of latitudes. Here, can you see the lines that are parallel to equator, right? And these are also horizontal lines, right? These are parallel to equator. Equator divides Earth into two equal halves. Top part is known as, the above part of equator is known as northern hemisphere and the southern is known as southern hemisphere, right? And all these lines are called parallels of latitudes. There are 90 latitudes above equator and 90 latitudes below the equator. Okay, so these are horizontal lines parallel to equator and it is known as latitudes. These runs from east to west. These run from east to west. This is east and this is west. East to west. Meridians of longitudes. The lines which are semicircular and run from North Pole to South Pole are known as longitude or meridians of longitudes. In this picture, can you see these lines that connects North Pole to South Pole? These lines are known as longitudes, right? These are vertical lines and these are semicircular lines, okay? Prime meridian is the 0 degree longitude. Like equator is the 0 degree latitude, prime meridian is the 0 degree longitude and it passes from Greenwich, London and the continent is Europe. Okay, can you see here? This prime meridian passes through Greenwich, London. Numbering latitudes. Now, the equator lies at 0 degree and it cuts Earth into two equal halves. This part is known as northern hemisphere. The above part of equator is known as northern hemisphere and the southern part is known as southern hemisphere. North pole lies at 90 degree north. South pole lies at 90 degree south. Now, can you see here? There's a latitude named Tropic of Cancer. This is above equator and it lies 23.5 degree north. Okay? इक्वेटर के जस्ट ऊपर हम देखते हैं 23.5 डिग्री नॉर्थ पर ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर. ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर लाइज इन नॉर्दर्न हेमिस्फीयर, राइट. ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर के बाद वी सी आर्कटिक सर्किल. आर्कटिक सर्किल लाइज एट 66.5 degree north and this lies in the northern hemisphere. Arctic Circle also lies in northern hemisphere. Now, we can see below the equator is Tropic of Capricorn. Tropic of Capricorn lies at 23.5 degrees south. Tropic of Capricorn lies in the southern hemisphere. Tropic of Capricorn के बाद हम देखते हैं Antarctic Circle. Antarctic Circle lies at 66.5 degrees south. Antarctic Circle lies in southern hemisphere. It is below the equator. आपको याद करने के लिए एक हम अच्छा सा पॉइंट देखते हैं कि we know that Antarctica is in south, right? Antarctica is a continent that lies in the southern hemisphere. So Antarctic Circle also is in southern hemisphere and it lies at 66.5 degree south. Now, these are latitudes. Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Antarctic Circle, Arctic Circle. These are latitudes. Why these are latitude? Because it passes from east to west and these are horizontal lines, right? And horizontal lines are called latitudes. Here we can see prime meridian. It joins north and south pole. And these are semicircular vertical lines. This is a longitude. Prime meridian lies at 0 degree longitude. Now, let's start quiz time. Can you tell me which is the largest parallel or which is the largest latitude? Pause this video and tell me the answer. Yes, if your answer is equator, then you are perfectly correct. Equator is the largest parallel or largest latitude. Here you can see the line that is drawn in the middle of the earth is known as equator. And if you move upside, you can see the lines are becoming shorter and shorter. And in the same way, if we look down of the equator, if we look downside of the equator or below the equator, here we can see the lines are becoming shorter and shorter, right? These lines are becoming shorter and shorter. So the largest parallel is equator. Now next question. Which country lies entirely in southern hemisphere? What is southern hemisphere? The part below the equator is known as southern hemisphere. Pause this video and give me the answer. If your answer is Australia, you are again correct. Now, look at this line, equator. Now, below the equator is southern hemisphere. And my question is, which country lies entirely in southern hemisphere? जो पूरी तरह से, वो country जो पूरी तरह से southern hemisphere में है. That is Australia. कैसे? क्योंकि आप साउथ अमेरिका को देखेंगे तो you will see that here this part is above equator and above equator is known as northern hemisphere, right? So this South America is not entirely in southern hemisphere. In the same way, if you look at Africa, this part of Africa lies in southern hemisphere, but this part lies in northern hemisphere. So पूरी तरह से अफ्रीका भी southern hemisphere में नहीं है. But Australia lies entirely in southern hemisphere. Can you see a part here in the northern hemisphere? Australia has a part here? No. Australia, this is Australia and it lies entirely in southern hemisphere. So thank you. Hope you have liked the video and hope you have enjoyed this session.